My hands trembled as the door slammed shut, the final echo of a marriage that had never felt like home. My husband's last words burned in my ears. "You re useless to me if you can, T. Give me a child." Barefoot on the cold pavement, I clutched a small bag and the shattered pieces of my dignity. I didn't cry at first. I just stared at the empty street, wondering how a woman who once dreamed of motherhood ended up discarded like she never mattered. It wasn't until I reached the bus stop, the night wind cutting through my thin clothes, that the tears finally broke free. I sank onto the metal bench, hugging myself. I had nowhere to go. My family had disowned me years ago for choosing my husband against their wishes. I thought I was choosing love. Instead, I'd chosen a man who blamed me for every disappointment, every unfilled expectation. But life, as unpredictable as it was cruel, also has its quiet miracles. As I cried into my hands, I didn't notice a little boy standing in front of me, holding out a tissue. I looked up and blinked through my tears. The boy, maybe 7 years old, had the kind of eyes that felt like home. Behind him, a tall man tried to shield the boy from the wind. "I'm sorry," the boy said softly. "Dad says good people shouldn't cry alone." My breath caught. I turned to the man, clean-cut, handsome, his face carrying both tiredness and strength. He studied me with concern, not judgment. "Are you hurt?" he asked gently. "No," I whispered. "Just lost." He crouched to my eye level. "My name is Adrian, and this is Ethan." I nodded. "I'm Maya." Adrian's eyes softened. "Maya, it's late and freezing. Do you have anywhere safe to go?" My silence was answer enough. A firm resolve settled in his expression. He stood up and extended his hand. "Come with me." I stared at him, stunned. I can't. You don't even know me." "Maybe not yet," he said. "But no one deserves to be left out here like this." Ethan tugged his father's sleeve. "Dad, she can stay in the guest room, right?" Adrian smiled at his son before looking back at me. "You'll be safe, I promise." For the first time that night, I felt a flicker of hope. Adrian's home was warm, filled with laughter and childhood drawings taped along the walls. It felt more like a shelter than my marriage ever had. Later, Adrian knocked lightly on the guest room door. "If you need anything, let me know." I looked up, embarrassed. "I don't want to be a burden." "You're not," he said firmly. "Everyone needs help sometimes." Over the next few days, I learned Adrian was a CEO who built his company from nothing after his wife passed away. He worked tirelessly, but always made time for his son. The three of us settled into a rhythm: shared breakfasts, school runs, and late-night conversations. I found myself smiling more, laughing more, breathing more. But as my heart healed, fear crept in. Knew I couldn't stay forever. One evening, I told Adrian I should look for a place. "You've done more than enough." He frowned. "Do you want to leave?" "No, but it feels wrong to rely on you." He shook his head. "Maya, you're not a charity case. You're someone who stepped into this house and brought light with her." I blushed, looking down. "I'm broken, Adrian. My husband threw me out because I can't have children." Adrian stepped closer, his voice steady. "Maya, you are not broken. Infertility doesn't define your worth." He gently lifted my chin. "And Ethan already loves you. That means something." Tears welled in my eyes. "You don't understand. I was told no man would ever want me because of something beyond your control," he said softly. "Then that man never deserved you." His next words broke and healed me at the same time. I need someone to give me another child. I need someone who can love the one I already have. Maybe learn to love me too. I covered my mouth, tears spilling over. Adrian held me gently like I was precious. Ethan peeked from the hallway, grinning. "Dad, are you hugging her?" "Good, 'cause I like her." Months passed. I bloomed, taking a job I earned at Adrian's company and rebuilding my confidence. One afternoon, as Ethan and I baked cookies, Adrian entered with a small velvet box. He took my flour-dusted hands in his. "You came into our lives when we were both missing something," he said softly. "You filled the empty spaces we didn't know how to fill. Maya, would you build a family with us? No conditions, no expectations. Just love." Ethan hugged my leg. "Please say yes." I want you to stay forever." I sank to my knees, pulling Ethan into my arms as tears streamed down my face. "Yes," I whispered. 1,000 times yes. In the end, I learned a powerful truth. Family isn't just about blood. Motherhood isn't just about biology. And love is something freely given. I was thrown out like I was nothing. But I was found by people who saw me as everything. And in their arms, I finally found the home I always deserved. Thank you for watching. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that celebrates the power of hope and kindness.